Hey guys, hope you're doing well today. So I've just been having thoughts about the coronavirus and what's going on, and kind of just thinking about it. Just having second thoughts about the importance of the reaction that I'm seeing, or the unimportance of it, whichever way. Because my original thought had been, why the overreaction? Like, this is not anywhere near as devastating as Ebola or even the common flu. Like it's not as devastating. Why are we reacting this way? So it was almost a scorn or mockery where I was like, this is ridiculous. People are overreacting. The media is overreacting. And I've heard opinions going around of, well, the media probably is overreacting to shed bad light on the Trump administration, which, when I first heard that opinion, I was like, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, absolutely. And may be true, 100%. But this morning I was watching, or just listening to a little bit of what Trump was talking about. Trump, Pence, and a few of the other people on the task force that is kind of heading this coronavirus outbreak. And I kind of saw something a little different. And maybe they're just turning this hysteria or the uproar into something good. But I saw a different kind of angle of this thing that I hadn't really thought about. That there are minority groups that are affected by the coronavirus, no matter how small. The death rate, I think, is at around 0.7%. The people that are most affected are people above 60 years old and people with pre-existing conditions. And those are small groups, comparatively. So, thinking about that, anytime there's a pandemic, outbreak, whatever you want to call it, there is a spike, a peak of deaths. Not only of deaths, of contractions of the disease. So what their goal is, and what we're hoping for, is to lower that peak. So in lowering the numbers, and thinking about it that way, why would we not take every precaution necessary, and maybe even go overboard, even just to lessen a few deaths? And we're talking a few thousand. So I can, from that point of view, I can see why the hysteria, or seeming hysteria, could be good and necessary. I mean, even just to prevent a few deaths, much less a few thousand. So, from that point of view, what the Trump administration is doing is incredible. They're literally pulling the red tape down, like ripping it down. Not only that, they're seeming to really care. Really care about the situation, about the people, but also keeping it so civil and not hysterical. Literally taking that hysteria and funneling it into bringing the American people together, bringing the parties together, bipartisan, working together. I absolutely love what they're doing with all this, and they're really, I feel like they're breeding unity, even between the parties, between people, and it's on purpose. You know, they're taking this mass hysteria and just funneling it into unity, and it's really cool. From what I see, what they're doing. Not only that, they're working really hard um, on every aspect. Not only, okay, so economically they're working, medically they're working with hospitals, insurance companies. They're listening. They are inputting laws and taking down red tape to enforce help and reaching out help. And for the government, which is hard to trust a lot of the time, especially with the way they run, doing this just because of this administration is just incredible. It's just incredible to see. So I just think my first thoughts on it were wrong. I like literally I could have laughed repeatedly. These people are ridiculous. Why the mass hysteria? Why where these people are crazy. What's with this toilet paper thing? You know, but on this side of it, just thinking about it, I think it's honorable to take a step back and look outside our normal circles and look at the big picture here. Even if we save a few hundred lives, it's 100% worth it. And the fact that the Trump administration is putting in the time, the resources to facilitate this quarantine or whatever it may be is huge. It's incredible. It really shows the quality of character of not only the administration, Trump himself. So yeah, that's about all I have to say at this point. I mean, and this is developing in my mind. And, you know, this is just first thoughts. This has been First Thoughts with Nathan. But yeah, I love what they're doing. Some people are trying to paint this, you know, in different lights, and even say that the media is trying to push this to the detriment of the Trump administration. It looks like Trump has just turned this around, or the administration has turned this around hugely in that way. So, and you know what? Them tearing down red tape and getting this money out and the tests and everything else, getting it out so fast, which the government is not known for, is huge. Just getting rid of the politics and everything, just getting it done. That's huge. That's incredible. And that's something I've seen repeatedly done by this administration. So it's something to be proud of. I mean, I just love it. It's just amazing. So yeah, that's where I'm at in my thoughts on this. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you have other information, if you had different thoughts on the matter whatsoever, I'd love to hear it, conversate about it. Leave a comment below. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, this is hugely developing. Yeah, that's it, guys. Hopefully, you guys have a good day, and I don't know. Think about it. Listen to what Trump is saying, your local governments as well. And, I mean, keep an eye out. These are crazy times. People are kind of going crazy. It happens when fear hits like this. People kind of go crazy. But that's not the way we need to live. We don't need to live with that kind of mentalities. Let's just be smart, vigilant, and caring about the people around us. Really, this can turn into a great thing from tragedy. So let's do it. Let's do it as Americans, as people, individuals. Let's just turn this around. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.